Ladies and gentlemen, do you really want to see Andy Matthews? Andy Matthews, because I really want to see young Andy Matthews! Andy Matthews, holy shit, here he is! It's Andy Matthews! Wow. Gee, thanks. This is great. This is really exciting. This is a big day for me, guys. This is exciting because it's a big day for me in general. Actually, just this morning, I actually lost my first baby tooth. So there you go. It's pretty exciting. Yeah. Also lost my first baby arm and first baby leg. Yeah. Yeah, I lost a baby and I'm in quite a lot of trouble. I don't know if anyone's seen one. It's about. How great's language, guys? How great's language? I love language. But language is evolving so fast, right? Language is evolving so quickly now that it's got to the point now where, language is evolving so fast. It's got to the point where now if my housemate tells me that the milk is going off, I don't know if that means that it's bad and I should throw it out, or if it's just really fun and I should invite all my friends around for a fridge party. Either way, it is going to be fully sick, so you should definitely come along. Language is great, though. I love language, but I think we all talk in code a lot. We talk in code a lot. Like I talk in code. I know that. A code that I use a lot is if I go to somebody's house and I need to use the toilet. I won't say, "Where's the toilet?" Right? I'll say, "Where's the bathroom?" Okay, because I don't want them to know that I'm having a shit. I want them to think that I might be having a bath. And then sometimes you get those people who don't understand the code, and sometimes they're the same people who've got a separate room for the bath and the toilet, and they direct you to the room with the bath in it. I hate that. I hate people who don't understand the code. And what I do to those people is I shit in their bath. How else are they going to learn? Another code that I use a lot is I'll say I'm sorry. For example, if somebody falls over and hits their big, stupid face, I'll say, "Oh, I'm sorry." Now, look, I'm not actually accepting responsibility, guys. That's just a code. It's just a little expression of sorrow. It's just a little code, right? But then sometimes you get those people who don't understand the code, right? And they'll say something like, "It's not your fault," as if to say, "Well, I think it probably is your fault, but let's just wait until I get some evidence, and then you'll be sorry." And what I do to those people is I shit in their bath, because as we've established, that's the kind of guy I am. I'm the bath-shitting kind of guy. That's where I fit on the taxonomy of guys. I'm just there, just below the guys who piss in the shower. I'm just above the guys who shit in the washing machine. So that's general hierarchy, in case you're wondering. Someone I had a gig on Monday. Someone pointed out to me that there's actually a sub-classification, a sub-genus, and that's people who shit in front-loading washing machines, and it's actually a much more complicated manoeuvre. Probably deserves more respect, but I mean, it's a sliding scale. It's really relative terms. Do you guys waste time? You guys waste time? I don't. I don't waste time. I've never wasted time, ever. I'm so good with time. That bit where you do daylight savings, where you turn your clock back, I do that, right? I've never turned my clock forward, ever. I've got like 28 hours saved up. I'm like yesterday right now, guys. You guys need anything from yesterday? I think it's cruel that we constantly say that dogs are a man's best friend, but when it comes time to pick a best man at a wedding, the dog is never. This seems mean to the dog. Here's a thing two things that you need to know about me, guys. Two things you need to know about me. One, I'm a very rational person. Okay. I am. Very rational person. I'm a big fan of science, big fan of evidence-based fact. We get a round of applause for evidence-based fact, guys. Yes. Credit where credit is due. Congratulations, evidence-based fact. Thank you for all your good work. But I'm not superstitious at all. You know, I don't believe in ghosts, right? Like more than that. Okay, more than that. I know, as much as it is possible to know anything, I know that ghosts do not exist. Right? That's one thing about me. Okay. Second thing you need to know about me: absolutely terrified of ghosts. Just completely shit scared of the bastards. Not only a coward, but also a logically inconsistent coward, which I think we can all agree is the worst kind of coward. But recently I did watch a video. I watched a video entitled "The 30 Most Terrifying Real-World Ghost Photographs of 2013." And I know what you're thinking. I don't really seem like the demographic for that video because I don't believe in ghosts and I'm terrified of ghosts. That would be like somebody eating a bee, even though they were allergic to bees and they hated the taste of bees. But I did watch it. I have to say I was disappointed by the video. Could equally well have been entitled "The 30 Most Easily Explained Window Reflections of 2013. I watched it, or I should say I watched the first 3 photographs and then I had to switch it off because I was fucking terrified because I made the mistake of watching it at night and everything is terrifying at night. Everything, like this will happen to me all the time, right? It'll be night and I'll catch a glimpse out of, something out of the corner of my eye. Very often it's a hat stand. I've got a bone to pick with the people who invented hat stands, by the way. I don't know why they had to have this conversation, the one that goes, so we're inventing the hat stand. Where should we put the coats? Oh, the coats? Just hang them at shoulder height. Just hang them at just hang them at shoulder height, just sort of descending from shoulder height, just from shoulder height and then just hovering slightly above the ground, just between shoulder height, just slightly above the ground. That's the coats. That's the coats. Yeah, great. What about the hats? Oh, the hats. Put them above the coats. Just above? Well, not just above. Leave a bit of a gap. Leave a bit of a void. Leave a bit of a terrifying nothingness into which the mind can pour the black liquid of unimaginable horror, and then the hats. Great. So that's the hat stand done. Just moving on to children's toys. Are we still going with these staring solar size for the porcelain dolls, or what are we doing there? You ever look back on things from your childhood and realise that you had completely the wrong end of the stick the entire time? Like you thought you knew what was going on in a given scenario, but in retrospect you had no fucking idea whatsoever. All right, like I had something like that happen to me recently. Like I was going through the soundtrack to Sound of Music in my mind, and I got to the song "How Do You Solve a Problem Like Maria." It's a great song, right? And but I only just realised at the age of 30 that in that song it's Maria that's the problem. It's not "How do you solve a problem like Maria does." It's not "How do you solve a problem in the same manner as Maria," who is frankly fantastic at solving problems. I saw her catching a moonbeam in her hand just the other day. You should really get her involved in this tying a cloud down situation you've got going on here. I mean, what a lateral thinker. She should really be in government. But I had another one. I had another one recently, and I was thinking, remember the old Superman movies? Old Superman movies, right? There was always this scene, right? Superman's flying up, right? And there's these 3 people who are like, "It's a bird. It's a plane. No, it's Superman." Right? And I was thinking about that scene, and I was thinking, what's with the person who says, "It's a bird"? Why did they think it was worth pointing out? It's a bird. Like it's not even like a rare bird. It's a 40-spotted pardalote. There's only 50 breeding pairs left in the wild. No, it's just a bird. It's not even a bird watching situation, right? And let's face it, even in a bird watching situation, someone who said "it's a bird" would be out of place. No, it's not. It's not a bird-watching situation, not even a regular everyday situation, right? Because Superman doesn't fly up if it's a regular everyday situation, right? Like if Superman is flying up, then some serious shit is going down, right? Like if Superman is flying up, then just over here, okay, a train is going into a volcano, right? This is someone who has serious problems in focusing on what's important in a given scenario. It's a bird. No, for God's sake, Tim, it's a plane, all right? Now, look. You see, you've got to try and focus, all right? This is what the teachers are talking about, you know. You've got to, your mum can't stop crying, and you just got to take the pills. So you just got to take the pills. Just do it for Dad, all right? Just do it. What's that? Oh, it's Superman. Good pickup, son. My bad. Sorry about that. I really petered out. What can I leave you with, guys? I want to make a TV show. I want to make a TV show called Man vs. Wild. Right. Now, guys, I know what you're thinking, right? But this is Wild with an E, as in Oscar Wilde, and it's Man with two N's, as in Michael Mann, the director of such movies as Heat and the Miami Vice remake. And what happens is that every week Michael Mann gets dropped onto an abandoned Hollywood set and is forced to adapt the works of Oscar Wilde for the big screen, and he only has Jamie Foxx and Colin Farrell as actors, and he has to eat a snake, which is what you tune in for. I also want to make a TV show called Ramsay's Meth Kitchen Nightmares. It's just Gordon Ramsay rolling on the ground screaming about the bugs under his skin. You guys know about atoms? I'll leave you with this. You guys know about atoms? Yeah, everybody knows about atoms, right? I mean, insulting your intelligence. Everybody knows about atoms, right? Atoms are like the smallest possible unit of matter, right? That's an atom. The smallest possible unit of matter, that's an atom, right? Beyond which you can't divide matter anymore. That's the smallest possible unit, right? But people have recently been speculating that there might be such a thing as the smallest possible unit of time. Right? The unit of time, you can't divide time any smaller. That's as small as time will go, right? It's quite exciting. I think I can reveal, on top of the baby tooth thing from earlier, it's been a big day for me, guys. I can reveal I've discovered it. I've discovered the smallest possible unit of time, which is quite exciting. The smallest possible unit of time is the amount of time that it takes for frying pine nuts to go from being golden brown to being completely fucked. That's the smallest possible unit of time. It's exciting. That joke actually, for me, won the most middle-class joke of the recent comedy festival. So thank you all.